Good day. This is question 3D of the 2022 NCEA Level 1 Geometric Reasoning paper, and this is an excellent question. Without further ado, let's try to solve this question, which involves the solving of the bearing question. Three ships KLM are floating on the surface of the sea. So the three triangles KLM are all on the sea, as shown in the diagram below. The bearings of L from K is 126. So the bearing from L from K is 126, and the angle LKM is 111. That's the angle there. KM is 4.4 and KL is 9.8. So you are going to do two things. Find the distance ML and the bearings of M from L. So you need to calculate the angle, the black triangle. So the black triangle, the angle is from here to here is 270. Then you must add this angle here to get the bearings. Okay, without further ado, let's try to solve this. So the first thing we're going to calculate is this angle here. We're going to do in red, okay? That angle there, okay? Because that angle, if that is 126, and this is 90, so 126 minus 90, and that angle is going to be 36 degrees, okay? And at the same time, if this 36 is 111, that angle can be found to be 33 degrees because all these three angles add up to 180. So 33 plus 111 plus 36 will give us a total of 180. So angle on a straight line will give you 180. So if we know that two angles, we can find the sides QL, QK, PK, and PM easily. Okay, so now we start finding the length QL. So to do QL, you just use trig ratio. This is opposite, this is adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. Okay, so to find QL, you use this and that. So you're going to be going to be sine 36 is equals to O over H. Okay, O over H. Your O is your QL, and your H is 9.8. Okay, so to find your QL, you multiply by 9.8 on both sides. So QL is equal to 9.8 multiplied by sine 36. Okay, put in your calculator. QL is going to be 5.76 kilometers. So that is 5 QL. Okay, QL is 5.76 km. So far, good? Great. Now we can calculate KQ. KQ is similar using this triangle here. Okay, so sine theta, sine 36 equals to A over H. This time your A is an unknown, KQ, and your hypotenuse is still 9.8. To calculate KQ, you just need to calculate KQ is equal to multiply 9.8 on both sides, so equals to 9.8 multiplied by sine 36. Put in your calculator, and the answer is going to be 7.93. It's supposed to be cos. Yep, it is supposed to be cos, not sine. Cos and cos. I make a mistake there. Okay, cos because adjacent over hypotenuse. Yep, adjacent over hypotenuse. Yep, is cosine. Okay, so 9.8 times cos 36. The answer is going to give us 7.93 km. Because the length here is going to be 7.93 km. That is the length KQ. So far so good? Great. Now, we know that it's 33. We can use that length to calculate PK now, okay? So again, this is adjacent, this is opposite, and this will be your hypotenuse, okay? So to get that, to find PK, so get a PK, it will be cosine 33 equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. Your adjacent this time is unknown, so it will be PK, okay? And the hypotenuse is 4.4. And now what we're going to do is that we are going to solve for PK by multiplying by 4.4. So PK is going to be 4.4 multiplied by cos 33. Use your calculator. PK is going to be 3.69 km. So PK is 3.69 kilometer, that length there. Okay? Okay. Now we can calculate PM. PM opposite over hypotenuse is going to be sine 33 equal to O over H. Okay, O this time is the unknown PM, and your H is still 4.4. To calculate PM, You just multiply 4.4 multiplied by sine 33, and the answer is going to be 2.396. 2.396. Yep, 2.396. So PM is going to be 2.396 kilometer. Okay, that line here. Okay, now once we have done that, we can calculate MS, because this length is 5.76 and that length is 2.396. So MS is going to write here, MS is going to be 5.76 minus that length, 2.396. Put in your calculator, and the answer is going to be 3.364 kilometer. So MS is going to be 3.364 kilometer. That's the length there. Okay, got it. Now we can calculate SL. SL is adding these two numbers, 3.69 plus 7.93, and put in your calculator, and the answer is going to be 11.62 kilometer. So SL is 11.62. Okay, now we know MS and XL. Using this right angle triangle, we can calculate ML. That's what we want to find. Okay, ML squared equals to 3.364 squared plus 11.62 squared. Put in your calculator, and that is going to be, ML is going to be the square root of that. Okay, 3.364 squared plus 11.62 squared, and your ML is going to be 12.097 kilometer. Okay, that is the length. That is what required. Calculate the distance ML. So that is one problem solved. To calculate your bearing, you need to calculate 270 plus this angle here. Okay, this little angle here. To calculate the little angle, you can use the trig ratio again, because using the right angle triangle. So this is opposite, and this is adjacent. So you use TOA. Tangent theta, that's what you're going to find. Okay, equals to MS over SL, or O over A. Okay, so MS you found earlier is 3.364 and SL is 11.62, and if you put in the calculator, the answer will come up to 0.2855. So to get your theta, you have to get tangent inverse of 0.2855. Put in your calculator, and the answer is going to be 16.1. So as I said, if this is 16.1, you just need to add 270. So bearings of M from L is just going to be equal to 270 plus 16.1 degrees, and the answer is going to be 286.1 degrees. And gentlemen and ladies, this is an excellent question. In fact, this is the hardest paper of all, the hardest question in the whole paper. So you can get this right, you have done really, really, really well. Okay, so that will give you a E7 or E8 in your paper. And if you get this question right, you actually pass this whole exam. If you have any question, just leave your answers in the, or your query in the comment below, and I'll try to clarify any problem. I suggest you go through this question again, and you should be able to do well in this exam if you can do this question. Cheers everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.